Chris Hunter, and we're here at Peace College with Mr. Anoop Desai.
Hey,
how are you?
I'm doing really well.
And are you excited about being at the all-girls Peace College
Always,
campus?
always. I've never actually been in a building here, but I was the same. We always used to drive by. I used to live in Cary when I was little. So, and I went to boys choir. I was in the Raleigh boys choir right down the street. So we always used to drive by. Yeah, pleasure to finally make it.
Well, we're glad to have you. I'll go ahead with the question, so we can get this ball rolling.
For sure.
What was your motivation to go on American Idol?
You know, honestly, it was I graduated college. It was just sort of a transition point in my life, and you know, as someone who's always loved to sing, and as someone that has very supportive family and friends that wanted me to do, you know, what I always dreamt of doing, it was sort of the natural choice. And you know, I had a friend of mine pass away the spring before, and I sort of used that as motivation as well to sort of you know, give myself the confidence, give myself the drive to, you know, go ahead and get it done, because otherwise I don't think I would, you know, I would have been too nervous otherwise.
Okay. What was your motivation for your new single, My Name?
My Name is really, I wrote it with a friend of mine, Brandon Rogers, and I've been writing it, and it sort of evolved into this thing where, you know, I'm sort of talking to, you know, all the people that used to make fun of my name, you know, when I was little, you know, on the school bus in elementary school, sort of saying, you know, now this is something to be, you know, my name is something to be proud of. And, you know, further than that, it's sort of a message to you know, anyone that's sort of different, kids that are different. It's like, you know, one day your originality, like what makes you original, is going to be the thing that people admire about you. It isn't going to be it's going to be something to be ashamed of, but rather something to embrace. So you know, I really like that message of it. And you know, at the same time, it's a great first single. Sort of, it's, you know, it's declarative. It's sort of, you know, me bursting onto the scene, and here's what I got, and you know, I hope everyone enjoys it.
I did.
Awesome.
I heard when I was listening to the song, I heard kind of the Bollywood type music in the background. Are you gonna continue that throughout the rest of your CD, or is that just your one time?
Yeah, that was just, you know, for me, that song needed it. It was, you know, I'm never someone that wants to copy anyone else or wants to be unoriginal, and for that song, I just really felt like that's what it needed. And of course, I drew from my cultural, you know, background, which I'm very proud of. But you know, the rest of the album doesn't sound like my name. You know, each song on the album, All Is Fair, which comes out May 4th, is, you know, each song on there is an original. It's a pure original. I mean, there's nothing like it on the rest of the album. I don't think there's anything like it on the radio. I don't think there's anything like it in pop music right now, which is really exciting for me, because, you know, they're catchy, they're pop songs, but they're completely, I think, in a class of their own. So I'm excited about that.
And how long have you been singing?
I've been singing since I was 2, maybe. This is what I hear. Is you know, I sang "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star" to my grandparents when I was 2 years old. That was my my entree to the musical world, I guess.
Right. And how was it singing for UNC's a cappella group, the Cliffhangers? Oh,
that was great. And in fact, the Cliffhangers is really why I'm in the position I'm in right now. I think the Cliffhangers really gave me enough confidence to be on stage, to perform on stage. I met so many people through the Cliffhangers who are now vital parts to my solo career. My executive producer was actually involved in the creation of a lot of the Clef's albums. Through him, I met my manager. My band is all, you know, when I used to perform in North Carolina, my band was all sort of former Clefs. My best friends, and they've been helping me write music, helping me, you know, with every aspect of my life. So it's really, I owe a lot to that group, and it was a blast while I was there, and it continues to be, you know, they continue to be like family to me.
And what would you be doing if you weren't singing right now?
I would be in grad school. I was in grad school for folklore. That was my master's degree that I was in. And yeah, I guess I would be graduating, actually.
Next week?
In a couple of weeks, yeah. Next week I'd be graduating. So.
Right, okay. Well, in your downtime, what keeps you entertained, you know, like Facebook, Twitter?
Oh my God,
Or are you
Twitter,
just that busy?
Twitter has taken over my life, I swear. Facebook. It's just, all the things that you never really had time for in school, but were guilty pleasures. Those are now things that I have time for. I mean, not every day, but like, if I have 20 minutes downtime in between a gig and rehearsal or in between, whatever, it's always just Twitter. Like, I've started reading again, which is great. I started reading some academic books, which I miss. I've always been an academic person, like, especially the study of different cultures. So I started reading a lot of those books again. Listening to different types of music, writing music. Everything sort of has to deal with, when you're a musician and you have to write and you constantly have to be inspired by the world around you, everything you take in is inspiration. So I try and, lift inspiration for my music from everything that's around me and just consciously take note of what's going on.
Well, that actually leads me to my next question. So, would you say that the social media, it kind of helps shape your career as far as keeping in touch with your fan base?
Oh yeah, totally.
And things like that.
I'm an independent artist. Had the opportunity to go major and chose not to. I like being an independent artist because, for instance, shows like this at Peace, I wouldn't be able to do that on major. There are priorities on a major that aren't my priorities. And I've always been someone that's proud to be from North Carolina, proud to be where I'm from, who I am. And this is something that I'm happy to do just because of that. You also have a lot more control over your image, your music, everything. We're going at it from that perspective. And as an independent artist, that grassroots effort, keeping in touch with your fans, really motivating your fans to be, the agents of, publicity, everything behind your project is really essential. So, yeah, social media has been incredibly important to me.
And how does it feel to be the second American Indian to perform at the American Idol and get as far as you did?
Yeah, it's special. I didn't really put much stock into the whole Indian thing actually until I was on it, and then I realized this is kind of cool because a lot of people in my background maybe don't have that motivation to go forward with music. I mean, they might be doing other things, or they might lack the confidence, they might lack the sort of cultural background, whatever. And so I just, as I was moving on in the competition, I really discovered this is lucky. I mean, this is very unique that I'm in this position. So I definitely relish it.
And explain the feeling you feel when you're performing to, say, a group of girls goo-goo-eyed over you. Like, how do you feel when you're up there?
It feels great, obviously. I mean, there's the, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't love to perform on stage, if I didn't love to share music with people. And so that aspect of it is actually, stand somewhere and sing to people and have them appreciate it is a great feeling. And, further and further on in my career, I just hope to do that more and more. And, like I said, I love being on stage, love singing my music. I mean, this is really the first time in, the whole time that I've been singing that I've been able to do my music and really have people judge me on my laurels, my stuff, as opposed to, singing covers. Oh, you didn't do it as good as this person. Oh, you did it as good as this person, or better than this person. It's like, no, this is me. So.
My name.
Exactly.
And how has your career shaped you as a person overall?
I think it's made me a lot more resilient. Again, as an independent artist, I've had to deal with a lot of ups and downs that because I'm so involved in my career, on a daily basis, and on an artistic basis, on a business, on the business end, whatever. Because I am so invested and so involved in it, every ebb and flow, I feel in my heart and my soul. So it's taxing at times, but it's also very rewarding. I think it showed me, obviously, places and parts of the world, parts of the music industry, allowed me to meet amazing people that I never ordinarily would have gotten to meet. Where I'm not a singer, I'm not an idol, and we're not pursuing this as my career. So it's been overall, it's been a quick growing process.
And for the ladies out there, they probably want to know, are you taking or?
I'm single. 100% single right now.
He is single, and that is a great place to end, everyone. So be looking out for Anoop Desai. His single's coming out tomorrow. Your album's
the album is coming out on May 4th.
on May 4th, so that's Monday.
It's called All Is Fair.
All
And
Is
you can
Fair.
get it AnoopDesai.com, iTunes, Amazon, wherever you buy your music online.
And he has a MySpace, a Twitter, a Facebook, and everything. So you can keep up with him, girls. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Anoop Desai.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.